Hey, Bolo buddies, thanks for watching. Okay, we're gonna call this take two because I already did the video once and I was not happy with it because I didn't have my items organized and I sold so much that I was just confused as to where things were and it was just taking forever. So I'm gonna tell you where I got it, what I paid for it, and what I sold for. Typically on my other channel, I do screen shares. On this channel, I actually show you the items, I hold them up. So these are Bolo items, and this is a what sold video. I sold these items across 3 platforms. On Saturday and Sunday, I sold over $1,000. Things have been a little slow for me, slow for me. And to sell $1,000 in 2 days was pretty good because I've been focusing on YouTube for the past month and I haven't been listing as much, and that's definitely hurting me. I also have not been cross-posting as much, and I feel like with Mercari, you kind of have to feed Mercari for the algorithm to bump you in the search. That's just how I feel based on when I sell things. It's typically when I'm cross-posting. And I use List Perfectly to cross-post. It is a, sorry, these are jeans. It is a extension that you pay a monthly fee for, and it just saves me so much time. So I cross-post my items from eBay to Poshmark and Mercari. So I have sales on Posh and Mercari that I'm going to share with you, just kind of mixed in. We are going to start with this really cool item. This is a bread and butter, and I've got bread and butter and big money bolos mixed into this video. It was a great weekend, and every time I sold something, I'm like, oh, that's a good one. I'm excited to share that. And even if it's bread and butter, if it's cool, it's still exciting to share. So I sold this candy mold, and it's vintage, and it's a black cat, and it's just a piece of plastic, you guys. I think it's called plastic. Isn't that cool? And I actually, the first video I did, I forgot to show this one. And I'm like, I forgot to show the really cool cat mold. I probably had like a quarter in that. I don't even remember where I got it, to be honest with you. But it sold for $10.39. The buyer was all in for $16.10 for a piece of plastic. Actually, things like this, you just never know. Sometimes they can go for crazy money. Vintage Halloween. Check out some of my Bolo category videos on my Bolo Buddies, my main channel. I share videos that are based on categories like Halloween items, Christmas items. I think I've done Easter, Valentine's Day, things in the kitchen, things in the garage, just like Bolo categories. Bathroom Bolos are awesome. Go check that one out. Okay. This Cacique bra, you guys have heard me talk about these before. This was retail arbitrage. I bought it off the Lane Bryant website. $6.50 all in. Sold it for $21. So $26.60 is what the buyer was all in for. Paw Patrol. So this came from my bins challenge. I went to the Goodwill bins and had a challenge against a subscriber, somebody that's in my Facebook group that subscribed to me on YouTube. And we found out that we both lived in Ohio, and we met at the Goodwill bins. We were actually supposed to go like way before quarantine, and everything started getting locked down, and we just finally got to go like a year later. So we had a bins challenge. This is one of the items I picked up. It is Sky's. You see me looking over there. I think I see a spider. I'm in the basement. We get spiders from time to time, but they usually come in when it's cold, and it was like a nice day today. It might not be a spider. It might be like a fuzz, like, you know, like string off of like a shirt or something. I can't tell. My eyes are not the greatest anymore. Anyway, this was one of the items I picked up. It's $1.59 a pound at our bins. So probably had like maybe $1.50 in this. I had this little Sky. I had a bunch of these from garage sales and thrift stores and stuff, and I keep them in a bag. And I was like, oh, I'm going to put her with it. So she did not come from the bins. I just added her to add value. I sold this for $14, and the buyer was all in for $22.56. I'm waiting to see if that thing's going to move. It's pretty big. It's like, maybe it's a stink bug. I don't know. You guys are like watching me for the first time. That girl's weird. Okay. All right. This one is awesome. This has got to be probably my favorite item or set of items that sold. So I picked these up, I believe at a garage sale, and it was kind of long tail, but the reason it was long tail is because I overpriced them. I thought they were really, really special, and I still think they're really special, but I definitely had to wait on the right buyer, and I had to reduce my price. Here they are, upside down. Let me get the label. So they are carbon drawing pencils, E. Wolf and Son. They are vintage. It's how many? And I had 3 different sets. They were all like different levels of hardness, I think is what they are. I'm not 100% sure. But he bought this one on best offer for $35. And then he came back and asked me if he could buy the other 2. And he got these 2 sets, I think $40 for one and $35 for the other. So all in for $110. So exciting. That's a Bolo. Sorry, I get really excited. I probably had a couple bucks in all of them. If I remember correctly, they were from a garage sale, and they had all kinds of like office supplies stuff. And I think they were moving, and I just bundled a bunch of stuff in the garage. Got a crazy good deal. Okay, so the next item, you guys heard me talk about the estate sale where I bought all of the dollhouse items, a box of dollhouse items. I sold this dresser. It's vintage. It's got, oh, I just dumped out the drawers. Womp womp. Okay, so let me put those back in. The dresser, I probably, you know, when you divide it all out, had 25 cents, maybe 50 cents in this dresser, and I sold it for $16, and I'm missing a drawer. Oh my goodness. Here it is. The drawers actually come out. It's like a real dresser. So the buyer was all in for $22.68. Oh my gosh, where'd this hat come from? Hats everywhere. Did you guys see it fall? Okay, Cat's Meow. You guys know about my Cat's Meow. I bought 3 boxes of these at a garage sale. And this one, I'm going to say, you know, probably 15, 20 cents in each of these, maybe a quarter. And this sold for $7. The buyer was all in for $11.86. And it's, you know, not very big. The next item I sold is this autopsy game. It is very weird. I will say that. It reminds me of like the game Operation I used to play as a kid, but I think this like really will shock you. Isn't it weird? Just a weird game. And it's got some issues. So I ended up taking an offer on that for $31.99. The buyer was all in for $43.09. That came from a thrift store, and I paid $2 for it. So I was happy to see it go. It was missing the screw that goes into the battery compartment. I remember that. Puppy. Wait, nope, I'm sorry. Other puppy. So this came from a thrift store. And there was like, I want to say like 5 of them. I think I have a video on it, and they were in their crates, and I thought they were new old stock. I want to say I paid like $3 each for them, but again, I thought they were new. They're not. They have this pouch in the bottom, and the puppies come out. So you never know how many you're going to get. That's kind of like puppy surprise. So I think there's 3 in this one. There's like a unicorn. I think there's a cat. Yeah, there's different characters, but I do pick these up when I see them. They're mostly bread and butter, but there are some that, depending on the character, can go for higher dollar amounts. That one I sold for $15.99. The buyer was all in for $23.74. Now, I had a bunch of Barbies that I picked up at a thrift store. I have this set and this set. and I lotted these together. Now, I did pull out some of the Barbies. I pulled out some of the clothing. Made more than my money back with that stuff. I think the whole bag was $22, and I think I used a coupon, but I can't remember. But either way, probably $5 or $10 in these Barbies. I auctioned them off. I think I started it at $69.99 or $74.99. But I was hoping it was going to go for a lot more, but it went for $89. So I still made money, but I was hoping it'd go for more. So the buyer was all in for $110.90, and they will probably take those Barbies, make them pretty again, and make a lot of money because there were some really good Barbies in there. Okay, so this is Puppies. And let me show you the tag. I sold a kitty for big, can you see it? Puppies. That's what these are called. I had no clue this was a Bolo when I got it. I went to a garage sale and they were selling all of their plush for 50 cents each. This is a white dog, but you can kind of see it's not as white as it used to be just because it's vintage and old. The kitty cat, I think I sold it for $70 or $75. Again, the cats go for more. I ended up taking a best offer on this for $34. They messaged me, said they wanted to buy the other one if I would combine shipping. I said yes, but you have to buy it before I ship it, or because I'm shipping it on Monday. And I never heard back, so I don't know. They just may not have checked their email, but at this point, I won't be able to give them discounted shipping because I'm getting ready to ship this as soon as this video is over. All right. The next item is this Burkham bunny, and I'm can you see it? It's kind of the lights hitting it, but it is a glass bunny. I have sold, I think I picked up 32 of these. If you guys have seen Primetime Treasure Hunter, I went up against Donatella Bottolino in a thrift battle, and you'll have to go watch it to see who won. But this is one of the items I presented. I got like 32 of these at a state garage sale. And it came to, I looked it up, 38 cents each. So I can't remember if I paid $10 for all of them. I had no clue. And honestly, when I got them, I was kind of thinking, I'm going to sit on these forever. They're not going to sell, but you know, I'll give you $10 for them. I got home and I did a lot of research, and these guys are definitely a Bolo. They are the Burkham bunny, and the symbol on the bottom is a B and a B, and they're like back to back. You know what I mean? So the humps are going out like that. That's the mold, what it has on it. Now, I think this is an Ohio thing. I think I also got very lucky, and it was like a family friend of whoever this guy was, because I got a lot of rares, the colors and the stuff. I have been selling these for 70 to, I think, a little over 100 for some of them. And I think I have 7 left. And the cheapest one I've sold for, is 70. And this one sold for 70. And it's got a blue tint to it. So definitely a Bolo. Cajun reseller, he calls me Bolo bunnies because of this. Because I got all these bunnies, but some of them glow under black light. Definitely go to Primetime Treasure Hunters channel and search Thrift Battle Bolo Buddies against Donatella Bottolino. It is hilarious. I mean, so many funny things in that video. It's just great. I mean, even now it's great. So definitely go check that out. And Primetime has thrift battles on his channel still, so definitely a good time. Flocked boy. Okay, so the Barbies that I told you about, this was one of the items that I took out and sold separately. I still do not know where he's from. He may have been a big money Bolo that I sold way too cheap because I could not find him. Do you see how his hair is flocked? If you guys don't know what flocked is, this is flocked. It's kind of like fuzzy. And he is, I think he's made in Japan. I don't know. I just have no idea who he is. I could not find any comparables. So I started the auction at $29.99, and I was just like hoping for the best, you know, and I was hoping there was going to be like a crazy bidding war, but he sold for $29.99, which is completely fine. I still made great money on this, but Again, I was hoping it was going to be something really special, but I didn't have maybe the right keywords. Who knows? I couldn't find out who he was. So I'm going to guess I probably had $1 in him and sold him for $29.99. The buyer was all in for $39.06. The next item I'm not going to take out of the packaging, but it is a wedding veil. I bought probably 20 of these off of David's Bridal website. Would I recommend it? No. It was some weird phase I was going through when I was selling clothing. I'm like, I'm going to try to, my shirt keeps sliding. I'm going to try retail arbitrage on a bridal website because they were having really good clearance. And gosh, I've still got, what do you call them? Bridesmaid gowns everywhere. So I had $12.45 in that veil. I sold it for $39.99. The buyer was all in for $50.49. Not bad margins. Those have done okay, but they are slow movers. But I bought so many of them. I think I bought like 20 white and 20 ivory of the same one. So I probably have 5 or 6 left. So not a horrible thing. It's not like the shoes. The shoes. Anyway. Barbie jumpsuit. Okay, so this was another item that came in that lot of dolls. I think I took this off one of the Barbies. And I was pretty certain that this was actually a Barbie item. However, the tag that has Barbie is missing. I think this is from the 60s. I was able to identify it. I was hoping it was going to get some bids, but it was TLC. So it only got 1 bid. It went for $10.50, which is still great, you know. And the buyer was all in for $15.28. The next item is this Cacique swim. And this is the brand. And I have a whole bunch of these listed. These were retail arbitrage. I got them off of the website. I also bought a bunch of them at a discount store, new without tags. And that is actually what I sold, is a new without tags. However, I could not find the new without tag one. So I'm sending them a new with tags. No big deal. $6.21, sold for $14.39 plus shipping. So all in for $21.75 on that. Orange one, same thing. This one sold for $15, all in for $21.84. Same thing. Okay, Power Ranger. No, I'm sorry. This guy. This is a Bolo that you probably don't know about. I didn't know about it. I looked it up and I was pleasantly surprised. So his legs go out. So he is from Blaze and the Monster Machine. His name is Darrington. And he's a rare, hard to find item. He sold for $30, you guys. This little toy. $30.40 to be exact. And the buyer was all in for $39.02 with shipping and tax. Is that crazy? That's crazy. Let's see. Power Ranger. This one came out of a mystery box. And it's like a transformer type deal. Any kind of cool. And sold for $14. The buyer was all in for $23.02. And it transforms somehow. I don't know. I don't really know what I'm doing. Like a motorcycle or something. Perfume. Okay. My husband actually sold this. And I think it's like, I don't know what it's called, but it's a vintage perfume. He picked it up at an estate sale. He's like, look, I got some perfume. Because I told him, I said, pick up vintage perfume if you see it. I tell him that, cross-stitch kits, certain things that I think he can remember. And he picked this up for $2 and it sold for $40. And the buyer was all in for $52.31. So yeah, that was my husband's Bolo. This next one's super cute. Okay, so this is from the Dollhouse estate sale lot. And this is a bed. Sorry, can you see it? It's a bed. But what's cool is it's a stuck bed. Oh, come on. I had you open earlier. There we go. Okay, so this comes out. Okay, it's a trundle. And then it slides in. it's a trundle bed. You guys know what a trundle bed is? And here's the bedding that matches. And it says up here, it's really cute. It says teddy bear story. I don't know why that's sticking so bad. Maybe I got it on there crooked. So this goes in with the little pillow, and then it's got the, it doesn't want to stay on. I'm really struggling here. Like that. So they can, 2 dollhouse characters can sleep in one bed. It's a trundle. So cute. I don't know if I told you what it sold for. $20, buyer all in for $25.65. The next item I sold is this horse puppet. It's a horse puppet. Isn't it cute? This came from a garage sale. I probably got 25, 50 cents, something like that in it. Sold for 10, buyers all in for $14.80. Don't know what that was. So happy to see this go. I have tons of clothing that I'm still trying to get rid of. This is a retail arbitrage from a discount store. I paid $5 plus tax. It's really cute. I don't know why it's taken so long to sell. I have another one listed, same size. It's a size small. The brand is Solitaire. If anybody needs a dress, I sold this for $12. The buyer was all in for $19.95. So I didn't make much on that, but yes, it's gone. Hope it fits and they don't open a return. The next item is this Express jacket. This is another item that I bought probably 20 or so of, and I got it at a discount store. Paid probably $4 or $5 for it. Goodness me. It's got the Eagles. And it retails for $198. I took a best offer of $40. I have one left, size large. If anyone's interested, my link is down in the description of the video. Make me an offer. The buyer was all in for $52.70. The next item I sold. And you guys, if you ever want to check out my store, if you make me an offer, just put Bolo Buddies or BB or something like that in the like the comments of the offer so that I know you're a subscriber. Okay. This is a Fisher-Price Loving Family guy. And the lights hitting him kind of funny. The Fisher-Price are usually marked on the bottom. And I sold him for $14. The buyer was all in for $21.07. And I bought him with a bunch of Fisher-Price items. So probably a quarter, something like that. Now, this item is really cool, but it took a long time to sell. It's an American Girl horse, and I only paid $3 for her. I think she came from a garage sale, but I've had her so long. And the reason is because the box is massive, and the buyer, hello, they paid $25, but they were all in for $64.19 because of shipping. So it's kind of a bummer when packaging costs that much, you know, because I could have gotten more for the horse if the shipping wasn't so much. Okay. Bunny. Okay, this one is already in bubble wrap, so I'm going to screen share it for you. Let me pull it up. Okay, so this sold super, super fast. I was at the thrift store the other day and I'm like, all I'm buying is toys. I need to pick up some other hard goods. Like once garage sale season gets here, I'll be back to buying everything again. But I've been buying a lot of toys. So you guys are seeing a lot of toys. But I was like, I'm going to get some Easter stuff. And you guys know how I feel about glass. And I saw this and I'm like, ooh, I just heard a cha-ching. It's been cha-chinging all weekend. This wasn't marked, but I don't know. I just thought it was cute and it was Eastery. That's not a word, but it was, you know, had a look of Easter to it. So I was like, it might sell. I paid $2 for it. It sold like a day and a half. It may have been at 24 hours, honestly. Like I sold it for $21. The buyer was all in for $31.11. Like boom, super fast sale. The same day, I bought these blow molds and I paid $5 each for these. Literally less than 24 hours these sold, you guys. $44 each. So the buyer bought 2. So they were all in for $88 for just the blow molds. Then shipping and tax, $100.28 for the 2 of them. So super excited about that fast sale. I knew that blow molds do well. These are only 15 inches, so they can be like used inside or outside because they're smaller. But I was really happy that they sold fast. So the rest I'm going to hold up. But I just wanted to show you guys those 2. I sold this flocked horse. Came out of a mystery box, if I remember correctly. Let me see if I can put my hand behind it to... It's like flocked. That's what flocked is. A lot of people in my Facebook group are always like, what is flocked? This is flocked. And if you're not in my Facebook group, there's a link down in the description. You should definitely join. So that flocked horse sold for $16. The buyer was all in for $23.12. They have not paid yet, but their feedback looks good, so I imagine it's coming. I had a lot of brooches that I ended up like pulling and decided to list some of them. And this is one of the items that I thought was kind of special. I believe it's celluloid. And you can tell it's vintage when you see how that is sticking out past the post. That is typically a sure sign that the item is vintage, but you can tell this is vintage just by how it looks. So this brooch sold for $14. The buyer was all in for $20.10. Where is it at? Okay. These have not been paid for yet. This just took place right before I started the video. I sold these jeans. Not very fun clothes, but I'm going to share it just because they're here. Lane Bryant pants. Plus size, Lane Bryant, great brand. Sells great. I mean, it really does. And I sold those for $30 for both pair of pants. If you guys need clothing, definitely check out my store. They were all in for $37.70, and I've got about $5 in that. Now, these jeans I sold on Poshmark. They're Lane Bryant also. And they are new with tags, full length trouser jeans. Sold those for $22. Poshmark took $4.40. So I got $17.60. Literally right before I started this video, I sold these 3 camis. I had them for, $11 each. They offered me 8 each and bought 3. So $24 is what they paid for these 3 shirts. This is on Poshmark. So Poshmark took $4.80 and I'm going to get $19.20 and I paid $1 each for those. These little jeans, I tell you guys all the time, I'll go to garage sales and I'll be like, how much do you want for all of your kids' clothes? And I can usually get some big bundles for really cheap because parents just want the clothes gone. These are a pair of Crazy 8 jeans. That's the brand. They're 18 to 24 months. I sold these for $9 on Poshmark. The Poshmark took $2.95. I offered discounted shipping of $1.50. So I got $4.55 for these, and I probably have like 10 cents in them. Okay, this, I am so happy to see it go. And I do have some more hard goods. Hang tight. I got to get through 2 more clothing items. This is just from a discount store. I paid $1 for it, and I thought it was a good idea, and it wasn't because it took forever to sell, and my foot or my leg is falling asleep from how I'm sitting. So it's a bra. The brand is on Gossamer. So long tail, like I wouldn't even recommend it. It's new without tags, but did I make money? Yes. Does it take up a lot of space? No. Would I do it again? Since I'm not doing clothing, probably not. If I was still doing clothing, probably, just because, I mean, it wasn't hurting me sitting in a tote for 6 years. Okay. It probably was really 6 years. Oh my gosh, it sold for, but I bought a bunch of them. I bought like probably 7 or 8 of them. And I think this was the last one, maybe. I might have another one. Sold for $11. Posh took $2.95. So I got $8.05, paid $1 for it. So I still made like $7 on it. And it wasn't hurting me sitting. I am fine with stuff like, I'm not one of those where I'm like, oh my gosh, it's been listed for a year. I need to pull it and donate it and get rid of it. Everything stays listed until it sells for me. That's just how I do it. But right now I have enough space for that. Eventually, I may not be able to do that. This Catherine's bra, this is another brand. That bra, I don't recommend. This brand, Catherine's, I do recommend. Catherine's and Cacique. These are usually plus size bras. This is a size 40B. This sold for $20 on Poshmark. They took $4.50, so I got $14.50. I paid $5 plus tax for this. So, you know, I made $7 or $8. I made about the same on both the bras, but this sold much quicker. And I bought a bunch of those too, and that's the last one, I think. Now, this little Angry Birds character, can you see it okay? He is out of a Lego set. And I bought an Angry Birds Lego set from, it was a garage sale, and it was missing pieces, but this was still sealed. And then in my last video, I think it was, or the video before my what sold, there was like a plastic long piece that I sold, and I had sold 2 of them and I have 1 left. Those also came out of this same set. So I'm going to end up making a lot of money on by parting out this Lego set. I sold this for $12 on Mercari. Mercari took $1.85, and $10.15 is what I have left over, and I will ship with that. That spider, if it's a spider, I might look. Before I let you guys, I'm going to go over and look before I let you go. So I'm getting to the end here. And the last item. Okay, so these are Bratz dolls and clothing, and I wish I would have pulled up the listing because there is a lot of stuff in here. And I actually had this priced probably too high, and I kept getting likes on Mercari, and I probably had 10 or 15 people message me saying, will you sell me the shirt off that doll? Will you sell me that doll? Will you sell me this and that and that, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, no, no. And finally tonight, somebody offered me like $95, and I was like, I'm not taking less than $100. And they went ahead and took it. So I will be paying the shipping on that. So let me give you the breakdown before. Mercari took $13.20 of the 100. So $86.80 is my cut, and I have to ship it. So let's just say, I don't know, 15, could be 20. I'm going to go see if that's a spider. Stay tuned. I'll be right back. It's a dead spider. It's dead. I want to show you guys. Look how big it is. I have all these toys. You guys know my Facebook haul. All those toys are still sitting on the floor from my Facebook haul. This is what I was seeing, and I don't even know. This is something that goes with, I think, one of the play sets. Do you see it? Ooh, ooh, ooh. It's so dead, but it's a big one. And I'm used to seeing these in our house. But look at it. You guys are like, this girl is strange. And it's all like dead and crinkled up. I want you to see how big it is. Ew. Oh, here's another item I just sold right before the show, or before the video. It's from How to Train Your Dragon. It is the Light Fury, something like that. And it's only about as big as my hand. It's not very big. But I sold it for $10. Buyer paid shipping. And I wanted to look at my phone and see what I sold. Let's see what I sold. You guys heard that cha-ching, right? This video is just getting longer and longer and longer. If you made it this far, comment, I made it to the spider. Wonder how many people will make it to the spider. Oh, wow. You guys, I sold 2 things. I sold a PJ Masks vehicle with some characters, and I paid 20 cents for it, and it sold for $20 plus shipping. That was in one of the videos. I don't know if I've released it yet. I've been cranking out videos like crazy trying to get this channel monetized. I have to have 1,000 subscribers, which I'm getting very close to. I'm not concerned about that. It's the 4,000 hours. And I think I'm at almost 1,500. So I'm about 2,500 away. So after this video, can you guys go watch a couple more? Is this Muffy Vanderbear and Hoppy Vanderbear. They're plush. And let me show you them. These guys. And they sold for $32. Just sold them. And those came from a mystery box. So that's fantastic. So yeah. So I definitely need to get listing, and I need to stop playing on YouTube. I love YouTube and I love helping people learn, but I also have to make smart choices and think about how much income I'm losing because of YouTube. And eventually, you know, I hope it's going to cover my time eventually, but right now it's not. I'm losing money because of it, but that's okay. I enjoy it. I love it. I love helping you guys learn, and it helps me too. When I do my category videos, like I just did a Pyrex category video that I released today, actually, and I'll probably release this video on Tuesday. It's Sunday right now. And like, just from doing that Pyrex video, like I'm helping you guys learn, but I'm also learning. So that's kind of the benefit of my channel, is I can justify it because it helps me know what to look for when I'm outsourcing. Just like you guys justify the time you spend watching my channel because you're learning, and then you're going to go find those items and sell them for money. You know what I mean? I get messages all the time from people like, oh, I found that bunny you were talking about. Obviously nobody found this bunny, but and I sold it for this, and thank you so much. I wouldn't have known about it. And you guys, when you do that, like, it makes me so happy. And also, if I drop this on Tuesday, that means the auction 99 challenge is on Wednesday. So it'll be tomorrow. If I drop this on Tuesday, it'll be tomorrow. And that's on my Bolo Buddies channel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold up 10 items, and I will tell you some of my items are really good. And you guys are going to pick 5 that you want me to put auction style on eBay for 99 cents free shipping. And I want to say there's like 29 other people doing this with me. It's a challenge that I started, and I invited anybody that had a YouTube channel, sold on eBay, and was willing to do a 99 cent free shipping, take a chance auction. And I invited them to do it. And then they reached out to me, and we've got like 29 people, I think. So that is like, what, 140, almost 150 items that are going to be going to auction for 99 cents free shipping. So lots of potential for you guys to maybe snag some deals. So stay tuned for that tomorrow on my Bolo Buddies YouTube channel. So if you're not subscribed over there, definitely go check that out. I have it linked down in the description of the video. All right, you guys, let me know what you think. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you at the next video. And go watch another video because I need minutes. All right. I'm begging for minutes. Please, please. All right. I need to make a little bit of money on these videos, please. No, sorry. Okay.